Okay, so why would you use a heart rate monitor during training? Recently started using them again, found a huge benefit to them, but for the most part, okay, some people might use them, to train in a certain aerobic zone. If that's what they want to do, they'll use it to make sure they're staying in that zone. But for most people, heart rate monitor is a better tool used for, increasing your motivation, confidence, and also recovery during the session. So what I mean by that is, it is a visual target that you can see, that you something to strive for in a session that you can hit. Like, for example, so you go in, it's feeling tough enough, but you see your heart rate isn't elevated that much. For me, I find it's a good boost to say, right, you have the confidence to push it a little bit more. So psychologically, it makes it actually a little bit easier to train at a higher intensity and give more effort. Also, during like a recovery period, so in between sets, intervals, rounds, whatever you're doing, watching your number can kind of get you to control your breathing and get in a stance or whatever that's going to allow you to recover better. So for example, if you rest with your hands over your head versus your hands at your hips, generally heart rate will come down a lot quicker when your hands are at your hips or you're being more controlled. So it's good visual to see. I see the number up there. I want to bring that down. It gets you to recover better in between sets rather than, breathing too heavy, not controlling your breathing. And again, that gives you more confidence and a greater feeling of fitness when you recover in between rounds, that you can go attack your working sets, intervals or rounds, because it gives you a lot more confidence and a lot more enjoyment to training when you get the feeling that you can recover in between bouts, rather than when you're gasping in between rounds and you can't really recover. It's not good. You don't feel fit, you don't feel confident, and it's definitely not enjoyable. For me, training's a lot more enjoyable now. I can push myself. I have the confidence. If the number isn't too, my heart rate isn't elevated too much, I can push it a little bit more, but then in the intervals, I can bring it down. That gives me a lot more confidence and a lot more enjoyment from my sessions. And just simply wearing that metric on me while I'm training, just gets more work, so to speak, out of myself and makes it a bit more enjoyable. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why you're going to use a heart rate monitor for 99% of the people, because you aren't Olympic athletes or high level athletes, or you're not doing some program that's super specific with training in the different heart rate zones. So you don't really need to worry about that. Use it as a metric to push yourself, recover, maybe ease back a little bit on the lighter days, or again for just going in a steady aerobic zone. So yeah, hope you find it useful. That's kind of my take on why general population would use a heart rate monitor when training.